Welcome to this edition of McAllen Update. I'm Roy Cantu.
And I'm Roxanne Letterman. Today we are out at the gorgeous McAllen International Airport.
The airport is currently undergoing an extensive terminal expansion. The total cost of the project is $28 million. That includes 55,000 square feet of new construction and 40,000 square feet of renovated space. The project includes addition of a new gate, passenger holding area, new carpet, and furnishings in the lobby areas. Plus, there will be new food and beverage concession areas, and seats will offer power options for quick charging of electronic devices. The runway here is getting a major facelift thanks to a federal grant. Roxanne Lerma has the complete details.
That's right, Roy. We have some major runway safety enhancements coming to McAllen International Airport. To tell us more about that, our aviation director, Ms. Liz Suarez. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about what's coming to our runway and why.
Overall, we've got roughly a $10 million project, of which the federal grant that we are receiving is going to reimburse $9.4 million roughly. What we have is a federal mandate that we have to comply with to improve security in our runway by December of 2015. And so essentially for McAllen, this project entails two primary areas of work. On the east end, which is part of the runway closest to 10th Street, we're going to have a fence relocation project as well as an ILS system relocation. On the west end, we're going to have engineering material infrastructure that's going to be set into the runway. And essentially what this does is it protects passengers and equipment in the event that a plane were to overshoot the runway. Overall, what this project strategy does is it allows the airport to sustain current levels of service without having to expand the runway. As a result of this mandate, if we did not have this grant funding in place, we would not be able to fund this project, and essentially we could be facing difficulty of having to reduce runway capacity or look at reducing the type of aircraft that come into this facility. And so we're really excited to be able to be one of the first airports in South Texas to be able to try this new type of engineering material, this new type of strategy to really look at how to improve runway safety. Overall, we continue to talk about all the employment growth that the airport continues to see, and I think that it's really refreshing to also hear about the continuous investment in security, in safety, and in overall infrastructure for the airport.
All right, Liz, you wrapped it up in one big, nice bow for us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
And runway safety taking a top priority here at McAllen International Airport. Roy, now back to you.
For more details on the runway improvements, check out our website at McAllen.net, or you can view the entire press conference on our City of McAllen YouTube page. Travelers will also have more options when it comes to car rental places here at the McAllen International Airport. The McAllen City Commission approved 2 new car rental companies to join the 5 car rental companies at the airport. Payless and thrifty car rental companies will be housed in the same area as the other companies. They will be open for business soon, giving travelers a choice on where to rent their cars.
You can follow us on YouTube, McAllen.net, Facebook, or Twitter for continual updates on McAllen International Airport. One person has died and another was sent to the hospital in Hidalgo County with the West Nile virus. But there are ways to protect yourself and to help the city of McAllen battle mosquitoes. Roy Cantu has all the details.
We're here at the Development Center here at the City of McAllen. With me right now is the Director for Health and Code Enforcement, Josh Ramirez. Josh, tell us about the mosquitoes right now that's in everyone's minds.
Well, that shouldn't be a concern. Right now in McAllen, we sprayed last week, but the most important part is that we're requesting citizens to do their part. Help us out. It's not only the city's responsibility, it's your property, it's your responsibility. Do it, just look around your yard, look for standing water. If the grass is high, mow it. Your responsibility goes up to the alley. Half of the alley is your responsibility to mow and clean, remove the standing waters. If you're not using that pool anymore, then treat it, make sure that it's not breeding mosquitoes. If you need some help, call us at 681-1900. We'd be glad to give you some additional pointers. And if there's tires or things that you don't need, get rid of them.
What can residents do if their neighbors have property that they don't maintain on a regular basis or the grass is too high?
They can call us at 681-1900. We can go out there and conduct an inspection, and we'll be able to find the owners to make sure that they cut. Now, understanding that there is a due process of the law they are protected by, so we need to give them the process of the law. It's not going to, just because they call us today, we're not going to go out there and cut it tomorrow. It takes some time, so be patient with us. We will get it cut.
So would you recommend neighbors get to know each other so they can always give them a call themselves and say, hey, you know, your grass is pretty high, come cut it so there won't be more breeding of mosquitoes?
That is the best thing we recommend. Get to know your neighbor, help each other out, be a good neighbor, say, neighbor, can I help you? I know you're out of town, but I'm going to cut your grass, and things like that.
Well, thank you very much, Josh. And if you have any more questions about the mosquito issue or how you can maintain your house better, you can call Code Enforcement at 681-1900. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
Check on our website, McAllen.net, or our Facebook and Twitter pages for tips on how you can protect yourself and your family from those pesky mosquitoes. The McAllen Fire Department is replacing one of its oldest fire substations. City leaders in the McAllen Fire Department held a groundbreaking for Fire Substation Number 3 on September 15th at 213 East Dallas. The new station will cost $1.3 million to build, and it will house engine number 3 with a crew of 4.
I'm very excited for the community to have a new fire station for everybody. The conditions have been kept up very well. The living inside is nice, but it is time for them to have something new and something where more firefighters can live in and enjoy.
The 54-year-old building will be demolished after the new building is up, but firefighters will continue to work out of the current substation in the meantime. The new facility should be complete in 6 months. Follow us on Facebook or check out our Twitter for updates on the fire substation construction. Now, speaking of firefighters, the month of October is big for the fire department. Roxanne Lerma explains.
That's right, Roy. We're actually celebrating Fire Prevention Week, and that's actually October 6th through the 11th. But in the City of McAllen, we do things big, and we actually celebrate it all month long. To help us out with that, Lieutenant Paolo Herrera, to tell us a little bit more. Why do we celebrate Fire Prevention Week the entire month in McAllen?
Well, it's because we have a lot of neighboring cities that like to join us for Fire Prevention Week, and we cannot accommodate everybody for that 1 week alone. So that's why we move it for the whole month. And we are getting a lot of requests from a lot of neighboring cities, daycares, schools, to be able to go out to their location and do a little fire presentation for the kids.
Okay, so this year's big theme is working smoke alarms save lives. So tell us a little bit about that and why that's important.
They're important because they give you the opportunity in case there is a fire. The smoke detectors will be able to pick it up, give an advance warning to the occupants. Under the new codes, if one smoke detector goes off, all the other detectors will go off. The traditional smoke detector like this one right here will only go off at a certain location. And to be able to test that, there's a little test button here, and that'll let you know that it is working.
Okay, and we're supposed to do this each and every month, correct?
You're supposed to check it once a month, but you're supposed to change the batteries at least twice a year.
Change the batteries twice a year, check it every month.
Correct, and it's recommended to do it after every time change.
Okay, and so we do this for all our neighboring cities. We help them to remind their folks and their schools and whatnot that this is an important thing to do at home?
Correct, and it's very good to practice fire drills at home as well, just like they practice fire drills at school.
Okay. Lieutenant Herrera, thank you so much for that information. We're celebrating Fire Prevention Month in the City of McAllen. Roy, now back to you.
To find out how to participate in Fire Prevention Month, call the McAllen Fire Department at 681-2500.
You call 911 and give me the AD.
The McAllen Fire Department also helped out about a dozen City of McAllen employees with some vital training recently. The city requires employees that have extensive contact with the public to be CPR certified every 2 years. McAllen Fire Captain Juan Jalomo runs the quarterly 4-hour training.
Heart attacks is the leading cause of death for Americans, and with the City of McAllen in partnership with the McAllen Fire Department, we've been very proactive in getting a lot of our city employees certified to perform CPR.
Breathing, compression techniques, and becoming familiar with an automatic external defibrillator are all part of the instruction. If you'd like to see a more complete story on the CPR training, just check out our City of McAllen YouTube page.
It's been rainy recently, so it's probably about that time you start working on your yard. Remember, if you're trimming your foliage, brush collection happens in your neighborhood every 4 to 6 weeks, and the city is asking for your help to make sure that runs smoothly. Place your clippings in the alley or curbside, and the brush should be cut 6 feet long and should be placed within 1 foot of your fence. The pickup schedule is outlined on McAllen.net, and you can also download a map on brush collection dates. It's been a little warm lately, and our furry friends needed some relief, so the City of McAllen sponsored a doggy day at the pool. Here's Roxanne Lerma with the complete story.
That's right, Roy. We are celebrating with our furry friends today at Los Encinos Pool. Joining us now to tell us a little bit more about it, Miss Stephanie Walters, our aquatic coordinator. Steph, tell us what's going on here today.
Today we have an event called Doggy Day at the Pool. And this is an event where everybody can bring their dogs and come swim with them and take a nice, fresh rebreather.
So I've talked to a couple of pet owners and they're absolutely exhilarated, excited about this event because it's so unique.
It is. We have this twice a year and everybody just loves to come, and this is something different versus swimming in a lake. This is swimming in a pool, so everybody can come swim and it's just so much fun.
And so how are we able to do this in the city of McAllen?
What we go ahead and do is at the end of our public season, which was last weekend, we have this event, and after this event we're closed for the season for Los Encinos, so we go ahead and clean our pool completely and shock it and we're good.
And tons of response, right? People want to know about this event.
Yes, they call and ask us when we're going to have this event, and we, like I said, we have it twice a year, so when we start handing out all of our flyers to vets offices and to pet stores, everybody's so excited.
All right. Miss Steph, thank you so much for joining us, and so we're celebrating here with our furry friends at Los Encinos Pool. Roy, now back to you.
If you'd like to catch a more complete story on this unique event, check out our McAllen YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages. We have some great pictures posted of the event. We will also be posting a story soon on the pet lovers, their furry friends, and the splashing good time they had.
And it was an amazing time. In fact, Roy, it was a record-breaking day at Los Encinos Pool. 83 dogs showed up for Doggy Day at the pool, so I can't wait to share that story with everyone. That wraps up another edition of the McAllen Update. Be sure to catch us on McAllen.net, Facebook, and Twitter. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roxanne Lerma.
And I'm Roy Cantu, and we leave you now with a touching look at the McAllen stair climb. Thanks for joining us.
And so it begins.
I'm climbing for William McGlynn. This is part of Squad 18. One thing I learned about him is right before the call came out, he called his wife and said, "Honey, I'll call you back when I get back." His wife never got the call. And it's just, it gets to you, you know?
Tell me what I got. Come on, brother, we got this.
I'm climbing for Joseph Graslick. He's a battalion chief for Battalion 48. I love the turnout. The turnout's awesome. Seeing, you know, the uniformed personnel, the police officers, the EMTs, the fellow brothers and sisters from the fire departments. It's amazing.
You go on this one because they have beer. You want to try and stick together. 3 more? 1 more, you guys? 1 more? 1, 2. I can get some more in over here. Go.
Paul Tegmeyer. He was from Fire Engine 4. I heard about this event months and months ago, and it seemed like a pretty awesome event. I saw that there was going to be a stair climb here. I said I have to do this to represent, to honor the fireman that died that day. You meet new friends, you meet new faces. Firefighters are so awesome here. I've gotten so much information on how to become a volunteer.
Get in there. Making it happen though, one step at a time.
Amazing, outstanding. Couldn't be a better way to honor our firefighters and first responders, and so thank you, City of McAllen. Great event.
Tiring, challenging.
Good again. Last round?
Last round. Woo!